let's get one thing straight. Most men chase women the wrong way. They bend over backward, try to impress, and shower her with attention, hoping she'll like them back. But let me tell you a harsh truth. The more you chase a woman, the less she wants you. That's right. The second you start proving yourself to her, you've already lost. You see, attraction doesn't work the way most men think. Women don't want to be convinced to like you. They don't want to be persuaded. They want to feel a natural pull, a curiosity they can't control. And here's where things get interesting. A woman is far more likely to chase a man who isn't chasing her. Think about the men women obsess over. It's never the guy begging for her attention. It's never the guy who's always available, always texting first, or always trying to make her happy. It's the man she can't quite figure out. The man who seems like he has options, even if he's only focused on her. So, how do you become that guy? How do you make a woman, even one who isn't interested at first, start thinking about you? How do you flip the script so she's the one chasing you instead of the other way around? That's exactly what we're going to break down in this video. We're going to talk about psychology-backed strategies that trigger attraction at a deeper level. Not tricks, not gimmicks, but real, tested principles that make women naturally drawn to you, without you ever having to prove your worth to her. By the end of this video, you'll understand why some men always have women chasing them, while others, no matter how nice, successful, or good-looking, always get ignored. And once you apply what I'm about to show you, you'll never have to chase a woman again. Because when you do it right, women will be the ones chasing you. Now let's get into the first key principle that most men overlook. 1. Stop trying to impress her. It's a trap. Most men think attraction is about doing more, buying gifts, complimenting her constantly, showing her how much you care. But here's the harsh truth. The more you try to impress a woman, the less she values you. Why? Because when you go out of your way to prove yourself, you're subconsciously telling her, I am not enough as I am. I need to earn your approval. And women can smell this desperation from a mile away. A man who already knows his worth doesn't try to convince a woman to like him. He assumes she already does. And ironically, that confidence makes her more attracted to him. Now here's where most guys get it wrong. They think, so you're saying I should do nothing? No, it's not about doing nothing. It's about doing the right things. Instead of trying to win her over, focus on being a man who naturally attracts. That means having your own life, your own purpose, and your own standards. Most men will sit there hanging on to her every word, laughing at every joke, agreeing with everything she says, thinking that if they show her how much they care, she'll choose them. But the truth is, she doesn't want a fan. She wants a man she can admire. Imagine two men. Man A is texting her all day, complimenting her every chance he gets, always available. He's trying so hard to make her like him. Man B is cool, relaxed, and doesn't seem overly eager. He's polite but doesn't chase. He makes her feel lucky to be in his presence instead of the other way around. Which man do you think she's going to want more? Exactly. When you stop trying to impress, something powerful happens. She starts trying to impress you. Because now she's wondering, why isn't he chasing me? Does he even like me? What makes him so confident? And just like that, you flip the game. So from now on, forget about proving yourself. Just be the kind of man who doesn't need to prove anything, and watch how women start chasing you. 2. Women want what they can't have. If you've ever wondered why women seem to obsess over the men who don't give them attention, while ignoring the guys who are always there, here's your answer. Women are wired to desire what feels just out of reach. It's not manipulation, it's human nature. We value what is scarce and take for granted what is always available. Think about it. When something is rare, it creates urgency. People crave what they can't easily get. It's why luxury brands don't beg customers to buy. They create exclusivity. And the same rule applies to attraction. Men who are too available, too eager, or too nice kill the mystery, and with it, the attraction. Women don't want a guy they can have instantly. They want a guy who makes them wonder, does he like me? Is he interested? Why isn't he chasing me? That uncertainty is what makes her invest in you. 3. Silence speaks louder than words. Most men think they need to constantly say the right thing to impress a woman. They believe attraction is built through words, texting more, talking more, explaining more. But here's the reality. Silence is one of the most powerful tools of attraction. Think about it. Have you ever been in a conversation where someone was too eager to fill every gap? They over-explained, over-talked, and tried too hard to keep the energy going. What happened? It felt forced, maybe even awkward. Now compare that to someone who speaks with confidence, who isn't afraid of pauses, who lets their presence do the work. That person commands respect without even trying. Women feel this on a deep level. Most men, when they like a woman, can't handle silence. They send multiple texts when she doesn't respond. They over-explain when she pulls away. They feel the need to constantly keep her engaged, because deep down, they're afraid that if they don't, she'll lose interest. But that's where they fail. When a man is comfortable in silence, it creates tension. It makes a woman lean in. She starts wondering, why isn't he chasing? Why isn't he filling the space? And before she knows it, she's thinking about him more. This is why some men naturally attract women without effort. They don't overtalk. They don't overtext. They don't rush to fill every moment. Instead, they create a presence that draws women in. And guess what? The less you talk, the more your words matter. If you're always talking, always available, and always eager, your presence loses value. But when you choose your words carefully, when you know how to leave space, she starts hanging on to every word you say. Women respect and desire men who aren't afraid of a little mystery, the kind of men who let silence do the work. So next time you feel the urge to say more to keep her interested, do the opposite. Say less. Let the silence build. And watch what happens. 4. The power of walking away. Most men are too scared. Most men cling to women who don't even want them. They keep texting, keep hoping, keep waiting for a sign that she'll finally see their worth. But here's the truth. The more you refuse to walk away, the more she loses respect for you. Let's be real. If a woman isn't showing interest, if she's being distant, if she's treating you like an option, why are you still there? Too many men live in denial. They chase a woman who clearly isn't invested and then wonder why they feel miserable. They hold on to false hope instead of facing the hard truth. If she wanted you, she would show it. And yet most men can't walk away. Why? Because they're afraid. Afraid they won't find someone better. Afraid to lose whatever little attention she gives. Afraid of being alone. Wake up. The most powerful thing you can do as a man is walk away when you're not valued. Not as a game. Not to manipulate, but because you refuse to waste your energy on someone who doesn't appreciate it. When you walk away, 2 things happen. You regain your self-respect. No more chasing. No more settling. You decide that your time and effort mean something. You trigger her attraction. Nothing makes a woman think twice more than a man who is willing to leave. You see, women are used to men begging for their attention. They expect you to wait, to prove yourself, to keep chasing. But when you do the unexpected, when you simply walk away, it shakes her. Suddenly, she starts wondering, why isn't he trying harder? Did I misjudge him? Is he actually a high-value man? And here's the best part. Even if she doesn't come back, you win. Because now, you're free. Free to focus on your life, your goals, your purpose, instead of wasting time on someone who never saw your value. So stop waiting. Stop hoping. Have the courage to walk away. A real man never stays where he isn't wanted. 5. Be a man. She can lose. Here's a harsh reality most men refuse to accept. Women don't respect men who are always available. If she knows, without a doubt, that you'll always be there no matter how she treats you, she will never value you. And yet, most men act like they're scared to lose her. They tolerate disrespect. They put up with hot and cold behavior. They accept the bare minimum and still chase. Why? Because deep down, they believe she's the prize and they're just lucky to be in her presence. That's why they refuse to set boundaries. That's why they keep coming back, even when she ignores them, flakes on them, or treats them like an afterthought. Wake up. Women don't chase men they know they can have at any time. They chase men who have standards, men who will walk away the moment they feel unappreciated. Think about it. If you had a job where you could show up late, do the bare minimum, and still get paid, would you ever take that job seriously? Of course not. That's exactly how women feel about men who let them get away with anything. If a woman senses that you're too afraid to leave, she will never truly respect you. And if she doesn't respect you, she won't desire you either. The solution? Be a man she can lose. This doesn't mean playing mind games. It doesn't mean pretending you don't care. It means having real, unshakable self-worth. If she cancels plans last minute, no second chances. If she keeps texting but never makes an effort to meet, you move on. If she pulls away and expects you to chase, you let her go. A high-value man doesn't beg. He doesn't tolerate disrespect. He doesn't wait around, hoping she'll change her mind. He makes it clear he's a man of value, and if she wants to be in his life, she has to show up the right way. Because at the end of the day, the most attractive thing you can be is a man who isn't afraid to walk away. And when she realizes that losing you is actually possible, that's when she starts chasing. 6. Confidence beats good looks. Every time most men believe that women only chase guys who are tall, rich, or model-level handsome. That's a lie. Ever seen an average-looking guy with a stunning woman and thought, how did he pull that off? It wasn't luck. It wasn't money. It was confidence. Women don't fall for a man's face. They fall for his presence. And nothing makes a man more attractive than unshakable confidence. But here's the problem. Most men lack confidence because they tie their self-worth to external things. How much money they have, how ripped they are, how many women like them. They think confidence is something you get after you succeed. Wrong. Confidence isn't something you wait for. It's something you build from within. A confident man doesn't walk into a room wondering if people will like him. He walks in knowing he's already enough. He doesn't seek validation. He gives it to himself. And women feel this instantly. Confidence changes how you talk, how you move, how you respond when she tests you. It makes you magnetic, even if you're not the best-looking guy in the room. Ever notice how some of the best-looking guys still struggle with women? It's because they rely on their looks instead of their energy. Meanwhile, a guy with average looks but insane confidence can pull the most attractive women because he believes in himself, and women believe it too. So stop worrying about whether you're good-looking enough. That mindset kills attraction before you even start. Instead, carry yourself like a man who knows he's already valuable. Speak like someone who is used to being heard. Walk like someone who belongs in the room. Look people in the eye like someone who doesn't second-guess himself. Because when you believe you're the prize, women will start believing it too. And before you know it, they'll be chasing you, without you lifting a finger. 7. Let her chase the mystery, not your attention. Most men make one critical mistake when trying to attract a woman. They give her too much certainty. They tell her exactly how they feel, respond instantly to every text, and always make themselves available. In their minds, they're showing effort, but in reality, they're killing the one thing that makes attraction powerful, mystery. Let me break it down for you. Women aren't drawn to what's easy. They're drawn to what keeps them intrigued. If she already knows everything about you, your feelings, your schedule, your entire personality, there's nothing left to discover. And when there's no discovery, there's no excitement. Think about the last time you were addicted to a show. What kept you watching? The unanswered questions, the mystery, the need to figure out what happens next. Attraction works the same way. But here's where most guys fail. They remove all the mystery too soon. They confess their feelings too early. They text constantly with no space in between. They update her on every little detail of their lives, thinking it will make her feel closer. But all it does is make them predictable. And predictability is boring. Women want a man who keeps them on their toes. A man who isn't an open book from day one. A man whose thoughts aren't obvious. Whose life feels bigger than just her. So what's the solution? Stop handing over your attention so easily. Don't always be the first to text. Let conversations breathe instead of rushing to fill every silence. Keep certain details about yourself private. Let her be the one to ask and uncover more about you. Because when you hold back a little, when you keep a layer of mystery, she starts thinking about you more. And that's when she starts chasing. Not because you played a game, but because you became the kind of man she couldn't instantly figure out. And that's what keeps her coming back for more. 8. Scarcity creates value. Make yourself rare. If you could have anything you wanted anytime without effort, would you still desire it? Of course not. That's human nature. We only value what is scarce. And yet most men make the mistake of being too available, too predictable, and too easy to get. They reply instantly. They always say yes. They drop everything just to see her. And what happens? She loses interest. Why? Because she knows she has you. There's no challenge, no excitement, no sense of earning your attention. And when something is always there, it stops feeling special. Now let's flip the script. Imagine you're a man who doesn't always reply within seconds. A man who has other priorities. A man whose time is valuable, and she knows she's not the only thing in your world. Suddenly you become rare. And when you're rare, you become valuable. Women chase men who aren't easily available. Not because they're playing games, but because they have a life that comes first. That's the kind of man she respects. That's the kind of man she wants to win over. So stop making yourself too easy. Don't always be free when she asks. Don't text back within seconds every single time. Don't let her feel like your world revolves around her. Because the moment she senses that you're a limited edition, she'll start chasing. Not because you forced it, but because scarcity creates value. And a high-value man, he's never too easy to get. 9. She'll respect you more. If you say no. Most men are terrified of saying no to a woman. They think if they always agree, always go along with what she wants, and never challenge her, she'll see them as a good guy and like them more. Wrong. If you never say no, she won't see you as a strong man. She'll see you as weak. Women don't respect men who fold under pressure, who always adjust to please them, who are afraid of setting boundaries. And without respect, there is no attraction. You have to understand something. A woman will test you. Not because she's mean, but because she needs to know what kind of man you are. She wants to see if you're the type who stands firm, or if you'll bend just to keep her happy. She might ask for favors just to see if you'll jump when she says so. She might tease you or disagree just to see if you stay confident in your own opinions. She might even pull away to see if you chase like every other man. And if you fail these tests, if you always comply, always agree, and never push back, she'll lose respect for you. Now, this doesn't mean being rude or difficult. It simply means having the backbone to say no when something doesn't align with you. If she disrespects you, call it out. If she asks for something unreasonable, don't do it. If she expects you to drop everything for her, don't be afraid to put yourself first. Because here's the truth. A man who can say no is a man who is in control. And when she sees that you have standards, self-respect, and the courage to stand by your decisions, she'll respect you more than any guy who says yes to everything. Respect leads to attraction, and attraction leads to her chasing you. So stop being scared. Stop being overly agreeable. Have the courage to say no. Because a woman will only chase the man she truly respects. 10. The secret weapon, emotional control. If you master this one thing, you'll never have to chase a woman again. Most men lose women not because they're unattractive, not because they're broke, and not because they don't have game, but because they can't control their emotions. They get too excited too fast. They get needy when she pulls away. They get angry when things don't go their way. And every time they react emotionally, they lose their power. Women don't chase men who are emotionally unstable. They chase men who are unshakable. The type of man who doesn't let a woman's behavior control his mood. The type who stays calm, no matter what. Here's the brutal truth. Women will test you. She'll take hours to reply, just to see if you panic. She'll cancel plans to see how you react. She'll give you attitude just to check if you stay grounded. And if you fail these tests, if you get upset, send angry texts, or try to win her back, she'll lose all attraction for you. Because you just showed her you have no control over yourself. A high-value man? He never lets his emotions control him. If she ignores his text, he doesn't care. He's busy. If she cancels last minute, he moves on with his day. If she tries to get a reaction, he stays calm and unbothered. And guess what? That's when she starts chasing. Because when she sees that you're not easily affected, that you don't desperately seek her validation, she starts wondering, why isn't he reacting? Why isn't he upset? What makes him so different? That's when the tables turn. That's when you win. So from now on, no more overreacting. No more being too eager. No more letting a woman dictate your emotions. Be the man who is always in control. Because emotional control isn't just attractive. It's what separates the men women chase from the men they forget. Here's the truth. Women don't fall for the nicest guy, the richest guy, or even the best-looking guy. They fall for the man who understands how attraction really works. And that man? He never chases. Most men will ignore everything I just said. They'll keep trying to impress. Keep begging for attention. Keep making themselves too available. And they'll keep wondering why women don't want them. But the men who wake up, the ones who apply what I've just told you, will never have to chase again. Because attraction isn't about being what she says she wants. It's about being what she feels she can't have. And if you master that, she'll be the one chasing you. Now I want to hear from you. Have you ever noticed how a woman treated you differently when you stopped chasing? Have you made any of these mistakes before? Drop your experiences in the comments. I'll be reading and replying. And if you want more videos like this, you know what to do. See you in the next one. See you.